Hey guys, my name is Mike, and this is Math Tutoring with Mike. Hey, before we jump into our video, there are just a few things that I would like to review with you. The first thing is that I want to implore that at the end of this video, by the time that you reach the end of this video, I want to make sure that you understand the principles that we went over today in this video. So if you have to stop the video at any point in time, that you're confused, or if you have to rewind, I really want to suggest that you do that. The second thing is that after you've reached the end of this video, that you actually go back and try solving the example problems on your own. Doing this, I find, is very important with cementing the theories and cementing the understanding, that you actually understand what was reviewed. So, thirdly, chances are you came to this video with a specific problem that you had. If at the end of this video you realize that I have not addressed the specific problem that you are looking to solve, I invite you to leave me a comment or shoot me an email with your specific problem or specific question. And you have my word, I'll do my best to either preparing another video or reaching out to you personally how to solve that particular problem. Anyway guys, so on to our video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to multiply mixed numbers. How do you multiply if you see a situation like 3 and 2/3 multiplied by 2 and 1/6, for example? How do you do that? The temptation is what a lot of people would do is they would say they would multiply all of the whole numbers together, and that would be equal to 6. And then next, what they attempted to do is multiply the numerators together. And then finally, they would be tempted to multiply the denominators together. 6 and 2/18. Actually, this is incorrect. To solve it, it's recommended that you first convert the fractions to an improper fraction. So convert to improper fractions. And secondly, we would multiply the fractions as is. And if you caught one of my recent videos, or if you understand how to multiply fractions, you multiply all the numerators together, and then that's over all of the denominators multiplied together. Okay, so let's take what we see here, these procedures here, and actually solve the same problem that we have here: 3 and 2/3 times 2 and 1/6. 3 and 2/3 times 2 and 1/6. So the first step is you convert a mixed number to an improper fraction. So let's take a look at this one here first. You see that 3 and 2/3. So to convert it to an improper fraction, and keep in mind an improper fraction is any time the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Okay, so the number on the top is bigger than the number on the bottom. Okay, so to convert this now to an improper fraction, you multiply the denominator by the whole number. So you say 3 times 3, and then you add whatever is in the numerator. So in this case, it would be 3 times 3 plus 2. And this would turn out to be 9 plus 2, which is equal to 11. So then this improper fraction then would be 11/3. Let me bring down a sign, times. Okay, so it's 11 over 3 times. And now we convert this to an improper fraction. And we look at the same procedure. 6 times 2 is 12. So how about we do like this? 6 times 2 plus 1. So 6 times 2 is 12 plus 1, so 13. So then this improper fraction becomes 13 over 6. Notice when we convert to an improper fraction, we always keep the denominators. In this instance, the denominator is kept as 3. In this instance, the denominator is kept as 6. We always keep the denominators when converting from a mixed number to an improper fraction. And to recap converting, you multiply the denominator by the whole number. You multiply that, and then you add the numerator. Okay, we'll do another example just to solidify this. So once we have our two fractions as improper fractions, the next step we do is we carry on the same procedure as multiplying fractions, and that is you multiply the denominators together. In this case, it would be the 11 and the 13. So 11 multiplied by 13, and then you multiply all of the numerators together, and then you multiply all of the denominators together. In this instance, it would be 3 times 6. And then you say 11 times 13. If we solve that really quick, we could solve it if we had a calculator, but let's just solve it quickly so we can see for ourselves. So 11 times 13. 3 ones are 3. 3 ones are 3. We add a 0 just for spacing, and then we said 1 times 1, 1 times 1, then we add. The answer would be 3, 4, 1. So 143. 143 over 18. Okay, so this would be the product of when we multiply two mixed numbers together. And then, of course, if you wanted to simplify this more, there's a procedure in actually doing that. And that procedure is simply finding the greatest common factor and then dividing both the top and the bottom by the greatest common factor to simplify it. But that's another video, another problem. Okay, let's do another example. So we have 2.5 times 2.5. And just to make sure that we're doing it right, go ahead and take your calculator out and multiply 2.5 by 2.5, and make sure that our answer. Let's actually pull our calculator out. I want to show you what the expected answer should be. So 2.5 times 2.5 is actually 6.25. Okay, so this is what we're anticipating this answer to be. Okay, so first thing we do is we convert our improper fractions. Convert our mixed number to improper fraction. Okay, we do that. We say this 2 multiplied by this 2 plus this 1. Okay. And I'll tell you what, I don't want to confuse you. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that over here? Okay. We're gonna do it over here. Okay. So we say this 2 multiplied by this 2 plus this one. And you see that the answer is 4 plus 1 equals 5. So we take now this value 5 and we put it over the denominator in this problem here, which is a 2. Okay, so it would be 5 over 2. And we bring down the sign, bring down the multiplication sign, and then we do the same procedure. We do the same steps, but now the second mixed number. But look, the second mixed number is exactly the same as the first. So we've already calculated out, we've already found it to be 5 over 2. So now that we have our two fractions out and as an improper fraction form, we now multiply all of the numerators together. And then we now multiply all of the denominators together. We find that answer would be 25 over 4. 25 over 4. Now, what I want you to do is take your calculator out and divide 25 divided by 4. We could do the long way too. And you find out that when you divide 25 by 4, that the answer will work out to be 6.25. So we just proved that our way of solving for mixed numbers is actually correct. So you've made it to the end of the video. Good deal. I really hope that you understood what was reviewed today. Like I said earlier on in the video, I really think it's a good idea that you go back and try to solve the example problems on your own. That way you can prove to yourself and you can help be sure that you actually understand the problems. Well, until next time, with another tutoring session, another math tutoring session with Mike. See you guys.